What's up guys, my name's Richard and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a while and I still haven't done that second part of the climbing wall video, but it will come in the next couple of weeks. But we can travel, so it means I'm going to the Lake District to get in some QMDs and get back into the mountains finally. So this is what that video is going to be about. QMD, first QMD back in the mountains after lockdown. I'm going to quickly show you what I'm packing in my bag for an overnight wild camp, and then I'll see you on the hills. Right, so here is all my kit, nice and laid out. Looks like there's a lot, but I'm trying to take as little as possible. Big bag is the tent. It will probably end up being half the size, and in a separate dry bag, just because it condenses it a little bit more. And I like to take up as little room as possible in my 38 litre Osprey Mutant rucksack. This thing's brilliant. I use it for climbing single day hill stuff. I've got a second Van Gogh rucksack in the corner that I use for multi-day stuff, but I like this one. It's simple, lightweight, good to go. So as far as kit goes, mountain equipment, waterproof. I'm taking my waterproof jacket. Haven't decided about my waterproof trousers. That's all dependent on whether I wear shorts or long leg trousers, full, just normal trousers, shorts or trousers. If I wear trousers, the weather's good, so I might not take those. If I wear shorts, I'll take them just as a bit of an extra layer in case it gets a bit windy. Mid layer, this thing's absolutely my favourite. Probably one of the most used pieces of kit I have. Mountain equipment switch jacket. It's like thin and like really breathable. It's got kind of a windproof chest, a bit like a gilet, but then the arms haven't got it on, so it's quite nice and really good in the summer. Keep the sun off you, and when you're moving really fast and things like that. Then I've got hat and gloves, thick waterproof pair, thinner pair, buff and a woolly hat. Then I've got, where are we going next? We'll go over here. Then I've got first aid kit. I take enough stuff so that if I come across someone in the hills, I can help as best as possible. I'm of the opinion that I would rather have stuff to help rather than not have stuff to help. Some people take literally a couple of plasters and things like that, but in here, this is, half the size of my jet boil. And I'm confident that there's enough kit in there from my experience of being a lifeguard and dealing with, incidents and things like that at work, that I can do with most things with that. Then I've also got this Sawyer water filter. I got this last year, not used it a huge amount, but used it in Scotland quite a little bit. And the thing is amazing, really good for instant water. Fill up this bag, squeeze it through the filter into your water bottle, or you can just drink it through the mouth cap there, and it's brilliant. Clean water, tastes really nice. Yeah, it's hot, so I'm going to be taking that. If it was winter, I probably wouldn't take that. I'd have a flask instead with my water bottle, but hot water bottle and that, no flask. Roll mat, size of a litre water bottle, it's brilliant. Kind of about the same size as the jet boil actually in size comparison. Super lightweight, super comfy. When it's blown up, it's about that thick, so it's absolutely brilliant. Maps, as I said, I'm going to the Lake District. I am taking Harvey's map and OS 5 and 6 because they're the only ones I own. Probably should buy the other ones. Compass and a pen. Pen to draw on the maps with because the maps are laminated, well the OS ones are laminated, and it rubs off with an eraser if you didn't know that, which is brilliant, so you can make loads of notes whilst you're navigating and it comes off. Head torch, phone. It's also going to be battery pack and charger cable, because I'm probably not going to take this camera just because I don't know if it's going to fit in my bag. It will probably fit, but then it'll look really naff because I've got a really big bulge of a camera in there. And then other than that, just food and snacks and my Nalgene water bottle. Just going to take a litre because, as I said, I can fill it with a Sawyer. Oh god, a lot of speaking there. I hope that was all clear and made sense. I've done this twice I think already, so it might cut in out a little bit, but all good. Oh, sleeping bag. I have got here my sleeping bag that's just airing out a little bit. Mountain equipment, helium 600, so nice and warm. That'll be perfect. That pretty much fills half of my bag though. And some sunglasses, because what we're going to do, without my nice new sunglasses. Right guys, I will see you once I pack my bag and probably tomorrow morning in the car. Catch you then. Morning guys, so it's a little bit later than I'd planned to set off, but I'll get a bit of extra sleep. I'm in no rush today, so it's going to be a nice steady day. The weather is brilliant, sun all around. In the car, 9:20, 3-hour drive. Weather's nice, so it shouldn't be too much of a miserable drive. It's a bit boring when it's wet, cold and miserable. It's just not pleasant to drive, but put some tunes on, have a bit of sing-song, you know what long drives are like in nice weather, so it'll be good. I'll see you guys in the lakes. Right guys, so just got out of the car and come a bit away from the main road just so I've got cars driving past, but oh, it is lovely weather and I am so excited to be back out in the lakes just north of Grasmere at the moment, about to go up Helm Crag. Looks a little bit steep, but steeper than all the streets in Worcester, so yeah, it should be a nice gentle plod up to the top and then we'll take it from there, but it's going to get easy because it is really warm. I think the car temperature was saying about 17 degrees, so it's going to be a beautiful day. Just have to put some sun cream on, so I don't want to get burnt like last weekend, but yeah, let's go. All this B-roll is making the whole thing take double as long, but it's quite fun. You know, first time I've done stuff like this out in the mountains, so getting some interesting angles is going to be nice. But oh, the views, it's just hills, but it looks lovely. Look at that. So guys, I think my favourite thing about coming to the lakes is when you're walking up a hill, you get to the top and then you go from seeing the slope to a wide open view. It's completely different and it's completely beautiful. Look at that. Time to head up to the top of there, Lion and the Lamb. So just sitting here and looking at the highest point on Helm Crag, it really makes me want to climb it because I've not been on any rock, so I think we're going to stand on the top. There we go, that was fun. Such a nice view, like 360 panorama is absolutely spectacular. So guys, just made my way down off the summit behind me. I'm going to crack on a little bit further around on the ridge and then probably sit down and have a chat with you guys. Just kind of explain what these videos are going to be all about and give you guys a bit of background about me and who I am and what I do and all that jazz. So yeah, let's crack on. Right guys, so I've had to find a little spot out of the wind just because there's a gentle breeze today, but I listened to the footage back and it was just messing with the mic so you couldn't hear me, he says, with the wind blowing again. Hopefully it's alright. I thought I'd take a minute to just kind of explain what these vlogs are going to be about. So my name's Richard, as you've already probably guessed, but I'm 22 and I've just finished university at Worcester studying outdoor adventure leadership and management. Really good course, you know, if you're into your climbing, your mountaineering and paddling and things like that, it's definitely something that I'd recommend. So on the back of that, I'm now working towards my mountain leader. These vlogs are going to be about the process I'm going to over the next 4 or 5 weeks before my assessment. So prior to your assessment, you've got to have 40 quality mountain days. And the definition of quality mountain day is a little bit lengthy, but I might pop that up on the screen here with some of the key points for what mountain training would deem as a quality mountain day. So over the next 5 weeks, I'm going to be spending my days off from work up in the mountains, either here in the lakes or over in North Wales, which is where I'm going to be doing my assessment. And I'll walk you through the skills that I'm practicing, just kind of my day-to-day experience on the hill, getting myself ready for that final assessment, and you know, tackling that skill fade that has occurred from us being in lockdown and not being able to do anything. I'm probably going to do a second set of these vlogs on my preparation for my RCI as well, which is my rock climbing instructor, and then we'll see how it goes from there. I hope that makes sense. And we'll crack on a couple more hours and then over to my wild camp for the night. So just coming up between High Rise and Allscarf, and a helicopter in the distance over by Helvellyn. See it over there? So I'm guessing that's mountain rescue, picking someone up. It's not quite on striding edge, I don't think, unless they're just hovering and waiting for the go ahead to get someone out, but I don't know. I'll have to have a look on Facebook tomorrow probably. Mountain Rescue always put out a little report of any things they've been out on, so it's always worth having a little look, just see what's going on in the area, see what the guys are doing, and you know, donating, because the stuff they do is pretty good, and you know, they're all volunteers, so helps pay for the kit and bits and bobs like that. Looks like they're actually landing now, which should be interesting. Yeah, maybe they're landing to pick someone up, or it's just completely nothing and a training exercise. Don't know, but I'll have a look when I get home. There we go, that is campsite for the evening. looks like, where is he? Someone is putting on a aerial display. I can't even find him on my camera. There we go. He was in shot. I had my sunglasses on. That's one of those like small one-man helicopters, I think. Tiny little ones. That's cool. So that's the second helicopter of the day. First one was, I'm guessing, Coast Guard and Mountain Rescue. Second one is just some dude out enjoying this beautiful, beautiful, careful Richard, weather and scenery. Oh, look at that. We're here. Now I've just got to find somewhere to pop the tent. Here, finally. For some reason I decided it'd be good to walk all the way around the lake to see if there was a better place for me to camp, but there wasn't. Quite nice, I've not got any phone signal, so it's just going to be me and the lake. There is no one else in sight. Sun's starting to go down, so I'm going to pop the tent up and then have some food, so let's go.
I think it's one of my favourite things, watching the jet boil logo slowly fill up. Well, it's pretty much full now, because that's when you know that dinner is ready. So tonight it is chili con carne with rice, fire pot ones, get these from Outkit. Water is in and time to seal it up and let the magic happen. There you go, 23,000 steps today. So that's going to be ready in 15 minutes. I forget that these ones are really long, but 15 minutes. Oh well. 15 minutes for food. Is what it is. I think I've got a couple of sandwiches left, so I might have those first as like a snack. And then dinner. More food the better, eh?
So 8:30 is the time, and I'm going to go to bed because there's nothing else to do. I know what the crack is for tomorrow, so I don't really need to look at a map. Yeah, it's been a good day. Really nice weather. Nice to be back out in the mountains. Early night means an early start tomorrow, which means an early home time, which means I get to spend some time with the other half tomorrow evening. Yeah, which would be nice. So I'm going to go to bed, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Morning guys, so it is 9 o'clock. Overslept a little bit. I woke up at 6 and it's quite cold still. So like snuggled back down in the sleeping bag, and I've now woken up at 9 o'clock, so time to get up. Let's see what it's looking like outside now. Look at that. Beautiful. Lovely, nice weather again, so let's have some breakfast and get going. So I'll just bring you guys down to the map here, and this is the plan for today. So currently over at Blue Tarn, gonna shoot down Moss House Gill all the way down to this car park here. Make my way up the road to the footpath at Camegill and follow that all the way up to Helvellyn. And from Helvellyn, walk along Nethermost Pike, Dollywagon, down to Grisdale Tarn at the bottom. Might go up Seat Sandal, might not, see how I'm feeling. Went up that, I think, a couple of times ago before, when I was last in the lakes. But we'll drop down Tungill, I think, all the way back down to the car that's just around there. So happy days, let's get going. All the way up there. Nice gentle hill to start the day. cannot forget, before leaving your wild camps, do one last check of the ground and make sure you have not left any litter or any expensive camping kit for that matter. But leave no trace, that's the way we like to go up in the mountains. But let's get going. So it's amazing how much 10 metres can make a difference to the scenery that you've got around you. So a minute ago it was all kind of open mountainscape, and now that's where it was. It's all just beautiful woodland with a few felled trees. I just said hello to a group of people just now coming out of the woodland, and it's typical as Brits to go and when we say hello to people, go, "Oh, it's lovely weather, isn't it?" That's always the first topic of conversation, and it always makes me chuckle whenever I do it or ever someone else does it, because we are very reliant on the weather as to our mood, I think, and it makes doing this so much better. It's always a bit miserable when it's chucking it down with rain and you're slogging up a big hill, but yeah, as I say, this is like being out in Canada. Perfect weather, nothing to worry about. Although saying that, when we were on the glacier in Canada, we got hit by a snowstorm, an absolute whiteout, kind of, you couldn't see 10 metres. That was interesting. But, yeah. And I think for the first time last night, I didn't put my phone in my sleeping bag with me when it was charging. So my phone battery is like on 10%, so I'm going to have to put this down in case of emergencies and use my camera instead. Perks of putting the little camera down is that I get to do a lot more b-roll, because it's a lot easier to do with this camera on a tripod than it is trying to balance my phone on rocks and bits and bobs like that, and this is the perfect place to do it. Beautiful. I think that is probably one of the nicest stretches of footpaths I've ever walked on in the lakes. Absolutely beautiful. I might circle it on a map and show you guys where it is in case any of you want to go and have a wander. Let's go. Right guys, I am going to put the camera away for a little bit because I've got a long way to go to the top of Helvellyn. I'm currently basically the other side of Helvellyn. Helvellyn's over there. That's what I've got to go up, path that runs up there from the main car park. But I'm all the way up here, so I've got to come that way, down, around the lake, and all the way up, over to Helvellyn, and then along the ridge, through the gap there over the back, and drop down to the car, which is about there somewhere. So quite a bit to go, and I don't want to be lugging this whilst I'm lugging up Helvellyn, so it's going to go in the bag, and I'll see you guys on the top. Happy days in a bit. Bye. That was not pleasant. That was a long way up, and it's very hot. And it's quite steep as well. I don't think I've come up such a steep path to Helvellyn. Well, I think all the others are a little bit more gradual. Oh, I can't speak. I'm not going to go up to Helvellyn because you can probably see behind me, which I saw as I was walking up. Helvellyn is... Oh, I don't think you can see. But Helvellyn is really busy. Oh, God. Yeah, it was referred to as busy as Blackpool by a lady when she was walking down, and we had a bit of a chat. Also, that chat has told me that I was right yesterday. It was mountain rescue, or getting someone off Helvellyn. It was I think a 70-year-old lady who needed to be winched out. I don't know why, but the two ladies who I spoke to, one of the ladies had a bad hip and the other one is in need of replacement. So her brother was making a joke this morning and sent her a screenshot of it from Facebook being like, "Oh, is this you up on the hills already?" She found quite amusing. But yeah, look at this view. There's about 70 people on top of Helvellyn from what I can see here, and I'm a good kilometre away at the moment. That's one skill of being a lifeguard, you're very good at counting people. Right, I'm going to carry on. I'm going to get some water from Grisdale Tarn because I have run out, so I'll see you guys on the Tarn. So I've just stopped at Grisdale Tarn over here to have some water. Got to fill up my water because I drank at least 1.5 litres today already. And have a little bite to eat before carrying off down Tungill, I think it is, or I might take Little Tungill, which is slightly next to it, to head back down to the car that's in Grasmere for a well-earned pint, but I'll have to wait till I'm back in Worcester because I've still got a 3-hour drive after this to get back home. But it's been nice to be out. It is excruciatingly hot. This is the hottest day I've probably had on that hill in a long time. Footpath goes all the way down here and down into the clouds. That'd be nice when it gets the clouds. Bit of shade to keep me going. Happy days. Right guys, so I've just got back to the car and I am knackered. Can head into Ambleside to get my waterproof trousers from Kit. Hopefully they're fixed. I'll show you what they look like. You probably can't hear me very well because of all of the traffic, so I'll chat to you guys in a little bit. What's up guys, so that is me done for this weekend. I'm back home now. 3-hour drive went well, only stopped once, just thought I'd get on with it and get it done. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I don't know how it's ended up until I sit down and do this editing, because I've just kind of gone off a whim and spoken to the camera as and when I felt like it. But hopefully it's turned out to be something good. If not, the next one will be better planned and we'll have some much better content in there that's a bit more educational rather than me just chatting to the camera about random shit that comes into my head. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Hit that like button and that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.